So this is a live demo of running Sandsifter. This is the folder that you run Sandsifter in. So if I open it in Terminal, you can see here that if you run Sandsifter, it will begin running this program. And what Sandsifter is doing here is injecting instructions, machine code instructions, into your processor and determining which instructions execute anomalously or don't execute correctly, and it records those instructions and summarizes them. So I'll just let the program run for a little bit, and when it gets some incorrectly executing instructions, you'll see how it collects those down here. In my experience, Sandsifter takes a few minutes to find any instructions, so it might be a little longer before it finds anything. So what Sandsifter is doing now is it finally found some incorrectly executing instructions, which you can see accumulating at the bottom here. It's going through and determining which instructions did not execute properly and are thus anomalous instructions, many of which tend to be undocumented or hidden instructions because they're not as tested and not as protected. So I'll let Sandsifter run for a little bit longer here. And to stop Sandsifter, you press Q to quit. Typically, one would run Sandsifter for several hours or until it completes, but for the purpose of this demonstration, I only ran it for a few minutes. The consequence of this is that when trying to run summarize.py, it goes through the process of creating the summary, but it doesn't actually finish properly, so the summary window does not show up as there's an error with drawing the window. I've only gotten this issue when running Sandsifter for a very short amount of time, so I believe that's the reason why, as I've never had that problem before when running it for a few hours. So that's the demo for Sandsifter, and I hope it helped to clarify how Sandsifter works and how it's run.